Why are men fucked if I know? Because what a weird thing that is. Last night, my friend's car broke down and I went to help. I had an idea what was going on with the car, really good sense of what was going on. I learned a little bit about cars, not just because I had a collection of shitty cars over the years and had to get myself out of tough spots, but also because it was kind of the language of my captor, and I needed to learn how to talk dude. I knew a little bit of what was going on. Anyways, we were trying to jump the car and had the hoods up and everything to women, on a residential side street, many options to detour around through alleys and up the street. Like you could see us a mile away. And this car starts honking at us after many cars had detoured around with no issues at all. The car starts honking, and I didn't believe it was directed at us. How could it be directed at us? We're obviously doing something, something everyone else has experienced. And the guy gets closer, asks us to move. I kind of go into directive mode, like when I'm stressed, I'm like, I tell people what to do. So I told him what to do, where to go, and I gave him 4 options to detour. And he started asking what's wrong with the car, what's wrong with the car. And then without us answering what was wrong with the car, he then tells us what's wrong with the car and starts offering suggestions of what to do. And then as we are rejecting his suggestions and saying, thank you very much, we got it under control, he starts telling us the car's never going to work and we're going to be stuck here. The incident got me thinking, as I approach 5 years of living and presenting female in the world, it got me thinking about the ownership that some men feel with regards to our experiences, our feelings, and even our bodies. It is a sense of entitlement and ownership that stems from long-held norms of patriarchy and white supremacy. It's a dynamic that is inherently misogynistic and dismisses women's voices and experiences as irrelevant and unneeded. And sure, not all men. Okay. We were in a very nice neighborhood. Like my daughter noticed, why are the lawns so clean? Why are the trees so green? It's like, oh, well, it's Shaughnessy, which is not the nicest neighborhood in Vancouver. That would be Point Grey. That's where Seth Rogen grew up. This is where the neighborhood Ryan Reynolds grew up in. So not quite as nice, but it's still very nice. Like the Chinese consulate is there. Rich people live there. Pop stars, that sort of stuff. So navigating a lot of privilege in that neighborhood. And this guy obviously felt entitled, but I think it is worth challenging, calling out, that whole, come on, honey, give us a smile. How many times have you been asked that? So yeah, together, maybe we can face this with empathy, with strength, with resilience and all that stuff as we work towards a world of more equality, equity, justice, diversity. But how have you navigated this? What have you done when you've experienced that, that entitlement, that ownership, that sense of ownership somebody thinks they have over you or your experiences? Because, the only way I can do it now is, just arch my eyebrow, use a little bit of humor, and just ask the question.